Good day, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I would like to know you. Can we know you, sir?
All right. I am Reverend Father Emmanuel Nwoha.
Okay. We understand you are the principal of Urban Secondary School Umuna. How can you describe your experience so far?
My brother, it's been fulfilling and satisfying. Fulfilling in the sense that whenever you're doing a job and you have job satisfaction, for me, it is not about money. It is about when you work, you are happy that you are working and you are seeing the results and you are joyful doing that job, even though the work might be very stressful. For me, that is the utmost and the best thing that can happen to you, job satisfaction. So my experience so far is not so much that it is very rosy, because management of children is one of the most difficult tasks. But in our case in the school system, you're not just managing the students. You are managing the staff, you are managing the students, and you are managing the parents. And in the educational sector, we always say that students and their parents are bad markets, in the sense that it's very difficult to place everybody because of maybe the standard you have set in a particular place. Often people might push you to lower the standard so that they can fit into the system. But that is not how to set standard. You set standard and people come up to the standard. You don't set a standard and bring the standard down so that people can enter. No. If people want your standard, they should come up to that standard and enter it. So when you reduce the standard, you reduce everything about the system, and the system might definitely go down. So my experience, so to say, is a very sweet one. Stress, I can put it, stress sweet. Okay. It is stressful, but very sweet. And it's worth it. Because when I look back and see my products in the various sectors doing very well, I'm always encouraged to do more for my school.
All right, in that case, you've truly transformed Urban Secondary School Umuna into another realm in the academic world. What are the factors that makes your school stand out among other schools within the state and beyond, sir?
I don't follow the crowd. That is actually what stands me out. I don't do things because others are doing it. Due to the fact that I was handed over this school when it was a public school, I picked that school, this particular school, from the scratch, refined it. The first thing I did was, what is the diocese expecting from me? Number one, this is a Catholic mission school. And so it must have that Catholic mission school. And all over the world, the Catholic Church is known for standard in education. So first of all, I have to place that first, knowing too well that there is a name to protect. Secondly, the next thing I did was looking around, what would make this school unique from others? And so I defined what we wanted to achieve within the time I will be here. And what I did was, since the world is moving towards information technology, the first thing I did is to establish an ICT center. and made sure that we run the school on, in spite of the fact that we have a very lean income, that run the school on 24 hours power supply and water supply, no matter the cost. That's what power supply made me to do very well in the ICT world. So now my students started having their computer sections, and it was the first step that I took, so that wherever they find themselves among their peers around the world, they can stand out. Even though we are in Orlu, so to say, you say that it's not a big city. We want to make sure that wherever my students find themselves, they can compete with their peers all over the world, not just Nigeria. The second thing I did was, okay, every other person is having the same curriculum, which is normal 7 periods a day. And so everybody go to class. All schools must do that to survive. So that one is taken for granted. So what else am I bringing to the table to make the school very beautiful one? It's okay. We needed something else. So we added music. So right now, I don't think anywhere in Imo State that there is any school that can compete with a school in regard to orchestra music. So if my students, those in the orchestra, picks up, any of them picks up violin, trumpets, saxophone, you will see the difference. They are just experts, because we got people, experts in that area, to train them. And so now, in the orchestral music, when you meet my students, you know that you have met people. Okay, I said, okay, what else can we do to make the school unique? And we added sports, cool sports, not the normal, like football, everybody's into football. And so we decided to go into pure volleyball and basketball in such a way that if you go to universities where my students are, you must see my students part of the first 6 in volleyball or first 5 in basketball. And so with these 3 things, that is not the normal thing other people do, you will see all my students always standing out. Then in the academic world, we make sure that we supervise what the teachers shun out to the students. With it, that is actually why people are coming to Urban Secondary School from every part of the world. And that is our secret of survival.
All right. Well, today it seems the level of education and morality among students presently is blinking. How do you tackle this now as a principal in charge of the future of our generation?
Availability. If you want to do something, you must be there. You have to make a sacrifice. Brother, training children, you cannot train children from the moon. You must be available to correct whatever you notice that is going on wrong. Once you are available, things will never go wrong before you. Even if it wants to go wrong, you will strike immediately and fine-tune everything and organize everything. So the secret is be available. And then have your team. Because even if once you are working with people, not everybody will be interested in making sure that things work. So have a particular circle that will help you put order in the system. So what did I do? First thing I did was to install camera. Every part of the compound. Overseas, people don't keep rules because they want to keep the rules. But once they know that people are watching them, they will keep the rules. So we got a supervisor who monitors this camera every minute of the day once the students are around, wherever they are. And with this, we're able to pick those people that are not doing very well, seek them. If you work on them and they don't want to change, we give them a letter to change school so that they will not corrupt those that are available and those who want to do well. So these are my styles. And then we built into the system a curriculum that help, like a Catholic school, we have a spiritual director who comes here for spiritual talk and also for confessions as a Catholic school. So with this, we're able to make sure that the spiritual life of the students are up to every minute of the day. And not as far as and then even here as a Catholic school, every year they do receive Holy Communion and they do confirmation every blessed year. And we have both student catechists and also teachers who help us to groom them morally. So with this, we tackle the issues of morality and also people who don't keep the rules. It became so easy because we share this work, we have division of labor. What I need to do is call this person, what is going on in your department, and they give me feedback and we'll tackle whatever that is happening. So with this, that's why Urban Secondary School is on the mouth, the lips of everybody around us.
Well done, Job. I believe there are many people who looks up to you as a role model. What can you say? What can you say is the motivating factor behind your achievements?
I want to do it for God. See, it's true that the bishop sent me here. But whenever I want to do a work, the first thing that comes to my mind is I was ordained to work in the Lord's vineyard. So I don't work to impress people. I work to express that I made the sacrifice of not getting married in order to lift the world. So I don't do eye service. I work believing that this thing that I'm doing it from my heart. I'm convinced. That's why I work with passion. Anywhere you see me work, I work from my heart, not even from my head. So you see passion, you will see that love and zeal for the work. So with this, I want to tell every other person around that my motivating factor is go there and do a work for God. Even if it is one soul that you saved, it is enough. So if you don't have that driving force, even what people say around won't deter you, because people will spite you, they will deride you, they will also say all sorts of things to tarnish your image. If you know what you're doing, forget about what they say. At the proper time, even when they accuse you and level all false accusation against you, if you are convinced that they're doing something right, brother, continue doing that. At the end of the day, God who sent you will exonerate you. And this is what I do.
All right. If you were to advise a young man who is trying to find a way to make it in life, what advice do you think is best for him?
Nothing good comes easy. Success has formula. Don't follow the shortcuts. Once you are working hard at the proper time, whatever God has prepared for you will come to you. It doesn't matter the time. And then mind those in your circle. If you want to befriend anybody, befriend somebody who is better than you, so that the person will give you light. If you want to maintain contact, maintain a solid contact of people who will lift you, not people who will bring you down. Once you get these things right, brother, the sky is your starting place.
Okay.
That is my word for the youths of today, especially all these ones that want to make money today and die tomorrow.
That's right. Okay. What do you think can actually make people fail in their expectation in life?
don't expect too much. It is too much expectation that makes people to fail and get disappointed. My strategy is don't expect anything, but once something happens, thank God. And whatever you want in life, go for it. There are always two answers to all the moves you make. Either yes or no. If you want something, go for it. There are two answers you will get. Yes or no. If you get yes, thank God. If you get no, there is another opportunity. And never give up. Once you are determined and you're focused, go for it. And you will definitely get it. Do not be scared. Just make the step. Have that dream. Pursue that dream. But make sure you use the right formula.
Okay. Generally and finally, what advice can you give to your students and youths who may listen to this interview?
My students, of course, know my way. I've always told them that live upright, but remain focused. You don't need to start pursuing a lot of things at the same time. Make sure their mind is properly focused on the right things to do. Pursue that thing. Even people with Down syndrome can make so much million. How do they achieve it? Get something doing. Make sure that you are a professional in it. Do it very well. Money will flow from that thing. Sometimes or not when you see somebody doing it, hey, say this one is very beautiful. Let me. That one you have already chosen to do. Focus properly on it. Get it. Move to another. And by so doing, you will definitely achieve great success.
All right. Thank you, Reverend Father Emmanuel Nwoha, and God bless you.
Thank you, my brother.
It was a nice talk with you, sir.
All right.
Pleasure.
Thank you.